Hey guys.
Hello. We got things.
We got snacks.
Got snacks. I got
a dog.
Chloe, which I use an app. Yeah.
For what?
For what is she?
Oh yeah.
Because like I try to look at her, she looks like some kind of different thing.
And like that one of her ears like swoops all the way back.
Yeah. So apparently, I don't know if I told you. Did I tell you this? Oh, okay. So I haven't seen you in a while.
I know.
Yeah.
Hi.
I got a lot of words probably.
Yeah.
They're built up.
I got stuff to say.
I always feel bad for you when we take a little break, when you put the headphones on. I'm like, fuck.
It's like, I got things to say to you. Hi.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. We send each other like funny pictures and shit.
Yeah.
But I try not to say a lot.
Yeah.
Because I want to save it.
Yeah.
Like I go these.
Savor the conversation.
Yeah, but then I always forget. Like, and I end up never talking about all. They end up talking about something totally different.
Yeah. I mean,
it's fair. So I use an app to see what she is, and the app I use two different like dog apps. You take a picture and they like. Yeah, it does that on the app. Like it's calculating. I don't think it's calculating it, but
it's fun though.
Yeah,
I appreciate the effort they put into the green dots moving with the lines.
Yeah, they said that she is an American French bulldog, which is a French bulldog. Which I don't know if you've seen them. They're freaking cute.
Yeah,
little fat bulldog
Frenchies.
pigs.
Yeah.
And then an American bulldog is not a pit bull, but it's bully though, and it's got like
bully bull.
Yeah, it's got like down floppy ears. Yeah, I don't know.
So she's like, I got down floppy ears, but instead of a cute oval, I have a cute little triangle.
Yeah. So apparently, it's for people that wanted a giant French bulldog.
Yes.
So that's what she is.
You're like, you do not fit in a fancy purse.
Yeah, no.
You can maybe fit in an IKEA bag.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But see, I also used the app with a picture of Marley, and it was like 100% Boston Terrier, and I was like, well, she was.
Yeah.
So I was like, at least it knew that one. So I was like, I'm going with it. I don't know.
Like, we ain't mad at it.
The only other way to know is to get it like a DNA test on your dog.
So she's a French American.
American French bulldog.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's the same thing, but like that's just what the app said. And then when you Google it,
do you give her now a French accent when she speaks to her? Hello, my name is Chloe.
Accent. I don't know. So I always
she don't seem too southern.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Why?
She don't look like she says molasses or nothing.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. She seems a little classy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she's from like New Jersey. She's like from Jersey Shore. Like, what's up, bro?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, that's what I feel. But besides my cute dog that we got, I also appreciate all the comments on how cute she was. I didn't make her, but I got her. We also have.
I didn't make her.
I don't. We got Noon Brew.
We're doing it in a Sarah fashion. We got mixy stuff.
Yeah, we mixed it, and you got your goblet.
I do have a goblet.
You have
a hat.
A hat.
For those who are watching,
yeah.
I have headphones on. It's probably out of screen now.
Yeah, if you don't know, you can watch it on YouTube.
I have a witch hat.
Yeah, she does have a witch hat. It's pretty legit.
It's incredible.
It is incredible. It looks like it's made out of like velvet or like
wool.
Wool. Oh wow.
It's 100% wool.
It's 100% hot.
Yeah. No, but it feels good. It kind of like you mentioned with your wearing the turban, just kind of like bringing that awareness.
Yeah.
So imagine that awareness, but with an antenna.
It's true.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah, well, I read that when you do yoga, you're supposed to wear something around your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to keep all of it in.
Yeah, keep it in. That's for Kundalini specifically. Again, I'm no yoga master, but from what I've read.
Yoga master.
And then just when you're doing other non-Kundalini yoga. I think the headband's supposed to do something with your third eye. Your pineal gland is supposed to like focus it.
Yeah,
I don't know,
just kind of draw it in.
But I definitely like it when I do wear a head covering when I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make me warm, and I'm always cold.
I have been wearing it when I practice my studies.
Really?
To keep me kind of focused.
That's awesome.
Which it definitely helps. If you're a friend of mine, you know my attention span is short. So
if it's an antenna, what's it receiving?
Hopefully
rays,
cosmic
man.
knows, and to like just bring knowledge osmosis into my brain.
Yeah, suck it in.
Yeah.
Just wow. Just give it in there.
Which I will say, my language skills in German have definitely increased like 2%.
Oh, well, I don't know if you haven't been paying attention to Sarah. She's been wanting to learn German for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know how long. It's been at least 2 years.
I mean, I've had a grudge for a long time, but
it's been at least 2 or 3 years. You've been like, I'm going to learn German. And then like, it's been progressively getting like more and more talky about it.
Yeah. So just like adding, for I think the longest time, and I think a lot of people, whenever we learn or want to learn something, we're waiting for someone to teach us.
It's true.
Instead of like taking initiative and doing it ourselves. Because that part's hard and our brain doesn't like that.
Yeah.
So
and Netflix is good.
And Netflix is so good. But Netflix also has things where you can listen to stuff in German, and you just have to look at your spouse and be like, I'm doing it. Bing. And he's like, okay.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry.
We're going into German.
We just watched Eurovision for the first time.
What's Eurovision? Is that like the Spanish channel?
No, it has, it's a music contest in real life, but this is a Will Ferrell movie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's funny. With the Vikings, that Viking song. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
Yes. So that was great. They do have that in a German option, and I will be watching that soon.
Their accents, with like Dutch or Holland, good. Whatever.
They are, I think they're Swedish.
Swedish, man. I don't remember enough of the movie because I watched it like the day it came out. Like,
I watched it, like this weekend.
Yes, I barely remember. I just remember the music video. What's it called? What's the movie called?
Eurovision.
Yeah. So if you don't know what we're talking about, it's on Netflix. It's got Will Ferrell and
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah. And they're doing like their dream is to win like the.
It's a Eurovision. It's like a talent show.
It's like America.
It's Got Talent.
It's Got Talent. What's the one where they sing? The one
American Idol.
Yeah, it's like that. It's set up like that.
Which what a weird name for a show.
Yeah,
American Idol. It's like. What idol?
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird. I never thought about that. It's not even about necessarily how talented you are. You have to like be able to sing and like look a certain way.
Yeah,
you get to be the idol part. It's not like America's Best Singer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That'd be a better show.
Would it? You know what show is weird? The Mask On show.
Oh yeah,
I've never watched it, but
it's like, hey, you kind of like furries, right?
Furries that sing to you.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the idea and the concept. Like, I bet the person who like sat down and like envisioned that was like, you saw American Idol, you fucking hate that people are like picking off of like physical bias. And it's like, we're going to take that out of it. And it's like, oh, but you made it silly.
And then they made celebrities like put on costumes.
Yeah. And it's like, why do they have to be celebrities? Yeah. It's like, we already know what they sound like.
Yeah. I've never watched it.
Give me randos.
Yeah. Give me some randos. I just see it on YouTube, like clips.
Prost.
Oh yeah. Oh, what are we drinking? Hold on. I started talking about it.
Noon brew. And
some other
Yerba mate?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe yerba mate.
Yerba.
If you're from the South, it would be pronounced yerba mate. But that's probably incorrect.
Yerba mate. I don't know.
Yeah. So noon brew is awesome. If you don't know what that is, it's some kind of like powder. It's got a bunch of mushrooms and like turmeric and tea.
Oh, this will be a good test to see if I'm actually allergic to turmeric.
Oh shit, I forgot.
No, it's fine.
I asked you if you wanted some.
I
didn't force you. Okay, sorry. I was like, she's gonna break out in her eyes, man.
It's a single one. I mean, I think it's good. I mean, white people do that with like allergen tolerance. Like,
yeah,
I'm not trying to have a
turmeric sandwich.
Turmeric to like take me out. You know what I mean? I'm like, this plant.
See, I don't think you could be allergic to turmeric. I know that's false.
Yeah, but
I don't.
I don't know. I mean, I'm wondering if it's like the inflammation reducing and just like it being, I don't know, the signals being notified that there's an inflammation.
I don't know.
So the inflammation coming out. I don't know.
I just don't want you to be allergic to turmeric.
I don't want to be allergic to it either.
Yeah, because I try to like ingest turmeric as much as possible. Turmeric, ashwagandha.
Yeah.
What else? I like every adaptogen that I can get my hands on. And if you don't know what an adaptogen is, it's a supplements. There's different ones. Like maca is ashwagandha.
Yeah.
Ashwagandha. I don't remember. Whatever.
Ashwagandha. I add a lot of syllables.
Yeah, I do too. I've already added the syllables and I just say it the way I say it.
You're like, it doesn't matter.
But I reread the word the other day and I was like, well, Andre asked me how to spell it. So I was like, okay, I got the bottle and I was like, I think I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not changing. It's already in there.
It's in my brain.
Yeah. So adaptogens are like supplements that you could take or like parts of food or molecules or whatever. That when you ingest them, usually when you take a medicine or supplement, it raises something or reduces something. Like that's the action. It's like a gas pedal or a brake pedal to a certain like endocrine system or something. But adaptogens are both. It's like, oh, you need more of X, so we will help upregulate that or whatever.
Hence the word adapt.
Yeah. So it's pretty trippy. When I first read that, I was like, man, I never learned about adaptogens in school. I don't think.
And your school was like a woo-woo kind of like, we're like, we're going to see how the brain works and have to help see the body.
Yeah, it was. But then it really wasn't. The people
were pretty.
So the people were super woo-woo. Mm-hmm. But the school, it was like biochemistry. Like there's a lot of hard sciences, like, differential diagnosis. That's not a hard science. That's like a doctor class. Pathology, like it was just stupid
stuff.
Yeah, I learned a lot of medical doctoring that I can't use. Like I know a bunch of like differential.
Like in your scope, you can't use?
No, like I can't do it.
Yeah, because you can't diagnose.
Yeah, I mean, what if I could diagnose your whatever? I couldn't do anything about it anyway. It's pointless. It's mainly, I don't know. It was weird. I guess it was just to learn to recognize red flags and stuff. So you can be like, you should go to a emergency room.
Yeah, be like, you're having a stroke right now. I'm going to need you to stay here while I call an ambulance for you.
Yeah, that's happened twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stroke one. Yeah. Well, one of the main symptoms that people have when they're going through a stroke is like, they'll say, like in the textbooks, it'll say, I'm having the worst headache I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And it's not like an exaggeration. Like they're really hitting them. And so that's like one of the number one symptoms of like the beginning of a stroke. And it's also like one of the number one reasons why people come to see me as a patient.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things
needs
that
to be popped.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's one of those things I have to like watch out for, like strokes and stuff, like people walking in the middle of a stroke. I've had 2 patients walk in to see me while they're having a stroke. They just didn't know it. Like it was in the very beginning stages of it. And I had to I was like, wait, what? And I was like, look at them, make them do a couple of things, stick their tongue out and some other stuff.
And I'm like, I'm going to call an ambulance.
Yeah. That's usually after a stroke. Usually it's like, cause like part of your brain gets fucked up and it can't
make the signal.
There's some, cranial nerves that come out. It might be your hypoglossal cranial nerve. I haven't looked at my cranial nerves in about a decade.
Yeah.
But
speaking of decades, you have just unlocked a new level.
That's right. I have leveled up to level 4, man.
Level 4.
Hold on real quick. So this is Noon Brew. And before I forget, and like yerba mate tea. So it gives it more caffeine.
Yeah.
And it's got, I'm sure, some sugar too, but
that's delicious.
It's fucking fire.
Yeah.
This is the way.
Especially if you like tea.
This is the move.
This is
the move right here. This is it.
Good.
You get all the.
There's no dirt taste.
No, man. I like mud water, but not like I like this shit. Yeah, Noon Brew is way better. It's good hot too. I've been drinking it hot in the morning.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, because my body's like an iceberg.
I'm cold. I got dressed this morning and I was like, I did not look at the temperature. I am skimping on my radar.
You're like the radar watcher.
Yeah.
But you got a wool witch hat, so you're good to go.
I do. Bing, bing, bing.
It's an antenna.
But I was like, I don't want to wear socks today. I'm wearing my Birkenstocks. And I was like, it's a little chilly outside.
It is. But it's not like super cold. It's one of those days.
After 3 o'clock when it starts to rain.
That's true. It's one of those days where you need 2 outfits. You need the morning and nighttime outfit and then one in the middle of the day.
Yep.
So if you don't live in Georgia, that's how it rolls for like a significant
months.
Yeah, for months. It's like it's 30 degrees, 70 degrees, 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Like throughout the day. So it's like,
and it really is funny when people are like, I was in shorts the other day. I'm like, yeah, I mean, we're not that far from the equator.
yeah.
Like, try going up north. They've been wearing jackets since
it is
October.
wild though, but like if you go a couple hours like in North Georgia.
Oh, just
like
a pinch.
snow.
Yeah, just like some elevation. It is really cool what elevation will do. Our planet's silly. I like it.
It is like a rock flying around a fireball.
Yeah.
And that,
like how cute.
Yeah. And then that was a solar system or universe is spinning around other universes and solar systems.
We're so small.
And it's expanding into infinity.
Yeah.
How's that a thing? Like every time I think about it, I'm just like, man.
I don't know, but Brian Cox has a new tour.
Does it? Oh yeah, with his big
Horizon
TV.
tour.
Yeah, he's got like like the biggest 4K
I want
TV
to go
ever.
So bad.
Well,
the closest he'll be is like I think Tennessee.
It's worth it. I'd go.
I didn't know how much tickets were though.
I'm going.
I want to go.
Yeah, I don't know either. If you don't know who Brian Cox is, he's an astrophysicist that's from Britain.
He's fabulous.
Yeah, he loves space.
Loves it.
And he looks like he should be in the Rolling Stones. Or at least like he's a roadie for the Rolling Stones, which is cool. I don't mean that as a negative. It's just cool.
He just fits the bill.
Yeah. Like he knows Mick Jagger. Like he does.
They're friends.
Yeah, you look at him, you're like,
and Mick Jagger just like, yeah, no, with his big mouth.
Yeah, they're still touring, man. Apparently, I read this.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's true. Well, they're like 72. Apparently, he's like Mick Jagger is still super high energy, like dancing and like all his gyrations.
Still do all this stuff.
Yeah, doing all his things. But yeah,
what are you gonna do? Go to the supermarket and clip coupons after all that? No,
that's true.
You got to keep it up.
That's true.
Someone told him, once you stop moving, you're dead. And he's like, oh, okay, shit. Keep moving.
I don't know if this is true, but I read this in a thing. I don't remember what it was, but I read that Mick Jagger has like depending on where the venue is either a track built behind the scenes or a treadmill. And then he runs a mile. He's 72. And then he runs a mile, right? Right before he goes on stage, like second. So like when he gets done with the mile, he runs onto the stage.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So like he's like amped up. He's not like waking up with the crowd. He walks out there like full tilt. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Good for him.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just going to claim.
I'm going to claim it.
Yeah. I'm just one of those.
My thought now.
It's one of those things that I read like 10 years. Well, I don't know if it's 10 years ago. I read it years ago and I claimed as truth without ever looking into it.
Isn't it funny how all of that kind of mush, like 10 years ago, was the 90s? No, it wasn't.
I was like, no, you're wrong on that one.
Yeah, I know. Just like that frame of thought where you're just like, oh yeah, that was just like not too long ago. And you're like, yikes, that was almost 30 years ago.
Yeah. You know what's really weird? I have this set of patients that I met.
Meeting someone who was born in like 200.
That would be weird.
In 2000.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but they can drink now.
They sure can.
Yeah. They're born in 2000. You can go drink a beer with them.
Yep.
Because they're an adult.
They're an adult now. Well, on paper.
Well, you know what I mean? Like they can do adult things.
Sure can.
But I have this set of patients that it was a family. Whole family. There was like a mom, dad, 4 kids. One of the kids was like 14 or 15, like was a patient or whatever. And I took care of him forever, still do. But now the 14 to 15-year-old is married with a almost 1-year-old.
It's so weird.
And I'm like, whoa. When I took care of like her son, I was like, wait a minute. I adjusted your mom. I adjusted you. Now you're grown and married, and now I'm adjusting your almost 1-year-old.
Generational adjustment.
Yeah, and well, that's cool in itself, but it's more like, whoa, that's the first time where I was like, I've been alive for longer than I thought.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the first time it actually hit me.
You want to come up here? I invite you. Like you're a vampire. Come on. Yes.
All right, we got a special guest star.
Come lay.
Chloe, the bulldog.
Yes, come
the
lay.
giant French bulldog. Hello.
Yes.
That was Sarah that breathed like that.
But if I put the microphone up, she would do the same.
First, I thought it was Chloe. Hi. But yeah, I thought that's the first time in my life where I actually felt old.
Yes.
I didn't feel old. I feel great.
Yeah.
Actually. But when I was like, that's why I use the terminology. I've been alive longer than I thought. Like that's what, I feel great. So it wasn't like a thought thing. It was more like, whoa, look at all that family growth. It's like a different branch of the tree now.
Yeah. When the 3-year-old, my sister's youngest, is just talking, you're just like, fuck, when did that happen?
That is weird. They're like chicken nuggets, bitch.
Whole sentences and thoughts and imaginative play. And it's just really funny.
That 2 to 3-year-old, even 4, like that imaginative play, the
2 to 3-year-old jump is probably the craziest thing I've personally ever encountered, just not being around small humans. And I was like, say what? You learned a lot.
Yeah, it does jump, man. There's a time, like it's around that age too, like if they happen to go to their grandparents' house or go away from you or if you don't see them for like a month and then you see them, you're like, whoa. Your sentence structure is different. My son would do that. He would go to his grandparents' house for like a month on summer vacation. When he come back, I was like, dude, you sound like a different person. You get different euphemisms and like your sentence structure is different. And I'm like, it was just wild.
Chloe the wit. Oh, I don't know if you'll like that.
He's like, no, I'm out of here.
No, I'm gone.
She's like, I can't handle that witchcraftery.
Witchcraft.
Which
means wisdom.
Does it really? Mm-hmm. Since when?
It's where the word kind of originated.
Does it really?
Kind of like etymology.
Ooh.
Etymology or etymology?
I know how to say it, but I'm going to fuck it up. I can spell it.
Yeah, it's an EM, right?
No.
Oh.
No, I can't say it now. It's too much in my head.
Etymology?
I can say it, but I can't say it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. And we also have, sorry, I haven't got through the pre-ramble yet.
Yeah, I've been staring at them.
We have these things.
We haven't even started yet. We say that all the time.
Is this recording?
Is this even recording?
They got these fancy cookies from some place that I have never heard of, but apparently it's fancy. They are called Evelyn's Kitchen. I don't know. You like banana pudding?
I like it all.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. Banana pudding cookie from Evelyn's Kitchen, and I got a cookie from...
I liked how she calls it a pudgy.
Oh, yeah, they call them pudgies, not cookies. Yeah.
Because they're kind of thick in the middle.
Fat side. I got a devil dog pudgy.
Devil dog.
So if you hear that delicious sound in the background... Apparently there's a jam. I have never had it. but they're on TV commercials.
Oh, yeah. Banana-any?
Yeah, you guys should get these.
Oh, yeah.
You get a stamp.
Oh, that's really fun, too, because I have the most overly ripe bananas just staring at me in the kitchen.
Make the banana bread, man.
That's what I want to do. I did it last time, and it was delicious. I felt like a homemaker. I was like, I made banana bread. Suck it.
That's what it takes to be a homemaker.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is fun.
These bananas are brown.
I neglected these. No, I did purposely buy these bananas for banana bread.
I've never made banana bread. I don't even know how you do it.
I mean, do you call it cheating? I used the box of banana bread mix, but it's fucking delicious.
That's how you do it. You just mash up the bananas and put them in there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah, you just mix the banana, and then I think you add wet ingredients, just an egg and milk.
Nice. Evelyn's Kitchen pudgies are good.
Yeah, real good.
So I don't know if you ever know, if I can't talk today, I don't know if you know someone like this or have paid attention to it. I pay attention to this habit a lot. I don't know why. Do you know someone that, like, if they give you something or they talk about something, they only talk about how much it costs? Mm-hmm. Like, it's such a weird mindset.
Either how little they paid for it.
Yeah, or how much.
Or how much I paid for it.
Yeah, and like I was given these and the person was like, didn't tell me how good they were or where they came from or the ingredients or anything. They're just like, they're $9 cookies. They're not, I Googled it. They're like $6 cookies. Whatever. They're really good. You should get them.
From small business people, I don't mind giving them my money.
No, yeah, these are good. You can get them on the internet. There's a website. Just Google Evelyn's Kitchen. I already did it. But I've always thought that was weird. They're like, here, take one of these cookies. They're like,
so what's your devil flavor?
I don't know, chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good. And they're like, here, take one of these cookies and try it. It's like, it's a $9 cookie. And I was like, well, does it taste like shit? Like, I don't care how much it costs. It could be a 50-cent cookie if it's fantastic.
And Chloe's like, I am a cookie master. I could tell you exactly how that tastes.
Yeah. Oh, it's got a marshmallow in it. Check that out.
Oh, nice.
I was like, I'm getting
mine. I just got something. I don't know if it was a banana slice.
You should definitely get these. I don't know how much they cost.
But it definitely, especially if you grew up here in the South and you came to a church event and you know someone's going to bring a big old pot of banana pudding.
Yeah, with vanilla wafers that are kind of stale.
Absolutely. But that's kind of the best way.
Mm-hmm. It sucks up the juice. But yeah, these are good.
They're all good. But it is fun. I had a lot of nostalgia making banana bread because my dad would make banana bread.
Did you learn that when you got here, or is it like a German thing too?
I mean, the Germans make all the bread.
I didn't know.
But with the box, like he made the banana bread that I made.
Gotcha.
I was like,
but I do always think that's weird. Like, don't even talk about the thing. Just how much it costs. I was like, well, I mean, like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah. Is it delicious?
Yeah.
That's what I care about.
Yeah, for real.
10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Recommend.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But that's a habit that I track. I don't track it.
Just notice it.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why. I was trying not to notice it, but I can't help it.
Thank you. It's 11:11. Make a wish, Chloe.
But sometimes I'll think, like, what's wrong with me? Like, why don't I do that? Anytime something irritates me, I'm always like, irritate, maybe the wrong word, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anytime something is a thing that I stop, get away from that board. Oh, like, get out of here. I'm always like, why does that weird me out? Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I weirded out by that? It's like, maybe because I never do that. Like, oh, this is like $7. You got to try it.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what I should do. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well,
I would be like, no, don't do that.
No, but I'm always like, what's inside of me that
doesn't like that?
Yeah, what's reflecting back at me that goes, why don't I like that?
I don't know.
I like these cookies though, man. My dog's
Chloe's just making sure that you don't choke.
No, but it's all good. But yeah, you guys should check those out. So there's your product recommendations for the day.
Yeah.
It only took 28 minutes to get through that.
We haven't seen each other in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's true.
You've had a whole ass birthday and
It's true. I did level
we've had a whole ass new moon. And
I am a whole ass level 4.
hell yeah.
It's pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet. Right. I had like a little kid birthday party. It was awesome.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm looking at your birthday boy badge over there.
Yeah.
In your bookshelf.
Yeah, that's pretty legit, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked it. It was awesome.
I mean, I like that the boys get a blue ribbon because the blue ribbon's like the highest ribbon that people get.
Is it really? Yeah, it's true. The girls not get a blue ribbon?
No, their shit's pink.
That's true.
It's nice that it's not like a like bubblegum pink.
Yeah. Well, I've never bought a birthday girl ribbon, so you're probably right. Because I only have one child who's a boy. So I'm kind of not so good on some of that stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, Chloe. Like, I don't know if you guys have a dog, but like she's staring at my soul. Like she's looking through my body. She can see the light coming out of me.
Which is really fun whenever you get into like mind expanding experiences around a pet, and they're just like, I know what you're doing.
Like, where are you?
And it's like, I kind of live here, so I wonder if pets do kind of live there.
I was just about to come in my mouth. Like, I wonder if they have like some sort of extra sense that we don't have, or different sense, or like more acute senses.
Or if I mean, I know like their color spectrum is a little different, so maybe not getting like the high pigment colors. But I wonder if they get kind of like that bright twinkle, or if they get like the tracers, or the everything breathing, or if it's like Pocahontas and they see the light irradiating from everything.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Chloe, tell us.
I read and or listened to somebody that was talking. A dog just pounced on her toy. That was talking about, they did like this real science experiment, like a double blind. I don't know how you do it. I didn't set up the experiment. That dogs have like some sort of like, I don't want to say low level. But I want to say like super level, like of telepathy. Like they know, I don't know how they did it. Like they knew when you were coming home or something. Oh yeah. And it wasn't a hearing thing. They did it with like strangers coming in, and they didn't react the same as when
their owner came.
Yeah. So it was kind of weird. So like there's one to Blake Sheldrake.
I would like it more if his name was Blake Sheldrake.
Blake. It's something like he does a bunch of wild. So I could get on my phone and find it, but like he does a bunch of wild like experimental science studies, like which is like weird shit science. I like weird shit science.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. So he did that. So like they have something going on. Again, like you guys have to look into it, because I didn't know I was going to talk about that. So I don't have that information readily available in my brain to come out of my mouth hole.
Bing, bing. Sorry, I'm really enjoying the top of this.
You should.
Especially when I wear it.
Yeah, you're like, look at me.
Bing, bing. Yeah, I had a nice staring at the clouds outside, earthing, just being.
Yeah.
I mean, I was also very impatiently waiting for UPS. I don't understand how people handle online purchases and waiting for it. I guess Amazon makes it different, but man, is that frustrating.
It is. You have to like just let it go and like get little surprises at your door. Like, oh, I got a surprise.
Yeah. Well, this required a signature. So I was gone, and they were like, you can't get it today. And I was like, bah.
Did you buy something like super expensive?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, this one wasn't that expensive.
No, like whatever is requiring a signature.
The hat required a signature.
Did it really?
Yeah.
How come? That's pretty. Was like
maybe I didn't put the
first class mail or something.
It did come from Barcelona.
Oh, maybe that's why. That's crazy. What was I just talking about? I don't remember.
Dog telepathy.
Oh yeah, no, I do know what I was going to talk about. Like what the word you just said? Mind altering experiences.
Oh yes.
You know, I think I need to traverse back over to the fractal dome.
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel like some of the lessons learned are fading away. And and I feel like more of like the
expansion of the dome.
Yeah, I feel like this material world sinking back in. I'm just back in the same rut, and like all the lessons that I learned or feelings or whatever it was is kind of like drifting away. I need to like refresh it up.
That's fair.
But I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's what it feels like.
I mean, and you can just give yourself grace and just want to experience it again.
Yeah, that's true.
For the experience.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's definitely true. But it was kind of scary. It's like,
yes.
It's just kind of like, oh, you stop existing.
Oh, be like, am I dead?
Yeah.
Be like, am I dead?
Am I dead?
Maybe?
Yeah. You know what's really weird?
Is it like this forever now?
Can I just like, do I just exist in some sort of ether?
Be like, am I here?
I am here, but I'm not here.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam makes the common experience of like, what if I just poof and I'm not here anymore?
It would just be gone.
It's just gone.
Yeah.
I like your face, Chloe.
Spontaneously traverse.
Just poof.
Like, here I am, man.
Now I'm gone.
Whoa. But yeah, I do feel like I need some of that. I feel like the world's getting all sticky.
It's like, ugh,
yeah, I just want to shed that shit. Like, get out of here.
Shake it off.
Yeah. It has been kind of hard. So I've been doing like massive amounts of yoga lately.
Yeah, saw your practice.
Yeah.
It's looking fire.
Yeah, I got some sweet moves.
Getting strong.
Yeah, I could do, I got some wrists. My wrists have been fucked up. Yeah. But I use them every day for work. And then I just fucking lay on them all day to work out.
I'm going to do planks for an hour.
Yeah, so I bought some wrist wraps.
Nice. Do they come around the thumb at all, or are they just at the wrist?
I got both, and I got the ones. I like the ones that just go around the wrist. For what I'm doing, I'm not like pressing like 300 pounds. So like I don't need. I have the kind for that, but it's too stiff.
Yeah, I just didn't know how it felt with mobility and putting pressure down if they would slip or slide.
Yeah, no, they're pretty cool, man. They're called like WOD work or something. Like work. It's like CrossFit thing. So I got because they move a lot. So I got the CrossFit version. They're pretty sweet. And I didn't realize how bad my wrists hurt, but like now, like in handstands and floaties and shit, it doesn't hurt anymore while I'm doing it.
Does it feel like more stable? Like if you were to use
is like
KT tape kind of thing?
Yeah,
just kind of like this,
but even more than like KT.
Yeah,
kinesio tape. I can't say KT. But yeah, it wraps around. So yeah, so if your wrists are bothering, man, look into some of those. Them shits are awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I didn't realize. But anyways, yeah, so like, sorry about that. That's not a plug for anything. They're just fucking cool.
Be like, I liked them.
Yeah. It's like morale dipped a little bit. And I was just like, what the fuck can I do to get out of a funk? So I was like, only thing that clears my mind, not the only thing, the best thing is to do yoga. So I was just like, I'm going to do that shit like all day. Yeah. That's not true, but it seems like it's all day. It's been working pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, except for my wrist hurt. And my legs are sore all the time.
Yes.
But that's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, I have, we rearranged our living room so that we can have the yoga mats out and a little bit more seating around the couch instead of it being so separated. So it's been nice.
So your yoga mats are out in the living room just chilling at all times? So sometimes you're just chilling. You're like, let me just drop down in a Vashisthasana.
Yeah, whenever I get home, if I'm starting to, because I mean, it sucks to be working all day, drive in a car for an hour, and then come home and sit on the couch.
It does suck.
So I want to sit for a second, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm really stiff. So I just kind of plop to the floor. And it's nice that my yoga mat's already there.
It's true. Yeah, I used to, like, when my lower back hurt a lot, I used to, like, almost have to sit on the floor. Like, it's the only place I can get really comfortable.
Yeah, I don't like to sit on the floor. Like, a lot of, like, actual seated meditations are really uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, me too, man.
So I really like to lay.
Yeah, well, well, laying's good. I like that. I like child's pose a lot, like for chilling and meditating. I don't know why I like that. It's also like very, is the right word, prostrate? I think not prostrate, where you prostrate yourself. Where like, that's why you bow to the emperor. You bow to the king. Like, so it's like when you bow, it's not. I
guess I don't know the definition of that word.
I think that's what it is, but anyway, whatever. But when you
like back sovereign would kind of, or like giving sovereigns to a space, I guess would.
Well, yeah, more for what I'm actually doing, but back in the day, it wasn't sovereign. They did it to show that they didn't have any weapons. And then that you could chop their head off. Like, they really just gave in to a tyranny.
They're like, I'm not here to harm you, sir.
Yeah, it's just total submission to, like, a person. But, like, I like what you said better for what I was actually doing. But I like child's pose for that. It stretches out my lower back. And then I like just to sit back on my knees and then sit my booty back to my heels.
With your toes curled under? Or?
Either one. Yeah, that's comfortable. Like, just sitting on my booty, not so good.
Yeah, sitting straight up on my toe. But I'm also like working on an anterior tilt and drawing this in. And
I got no padding on my butt.
I mean,
it's just sitting on straight bonage.
You have stairs. You could do some Bulgarian squats.
Man, I do shit all day. I just told you I do shit all day long.
But you ain't working on that booty.
I am. I'm doing all the lunges. There's like 7 million lunges.
Oh, back lunges?
Yeah, all of them, man.
No, forward lunges hurt.
I'm jump flowing. I'm doing all kinds of weird shit now. But yeah, I don't actually.
But do you have your booty band?
I don't have a booty band.
Pumping butt.
Coming in getting thick.
Yeah, thick with a bunch of C's.
I don't know if you saw it, but I posted a picture. I don't know if you guys have seen this meme, but it's 2 loaves of bread. And they put them together, and it looks like a giant ass. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, the person that posted, I was like, they wouldn't post a giant ass. That's unusual. And I was like,
that's not their personality type.
Yeah, and it was bread. And like the caption is like, this bread needs to stop coming in so thick or something like that.
I've seen a few funny ones. I've seen the Grinch with big old donk.
Yeah.
Did you send me that?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And then I found something last night that was like some cheeks that have a cord, and it's for your bathtub.
Cheek, what does it do?
It's a butt plug.
It's for
plugs your tub to like keep water in it.
Nice.
And they're very inclusive. They come in a bunch of different skin tones.
There you go, man.
All the butts.
All the butts.
Yes.
If I was going to buy a fake butt, I don't know what color I would get. I don't know if it would matter. I wouldn't even think about that.
Like green, maybe? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Be like the Grinch butt.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that meme, it's this like really well done costume of like the classical cartoon, the Grinch. Mm-hmm. So he's got a giant ass.
Thick.
Yeah. And it's
Boy, got some cheeks.
Yeah, I think the caption says something. Why is the Grinch coming in with so much cake?
Today's terms for things like the dictionary can't keep up.
No. It's weird. Oh, I was talking about earlier. Sorry, I got off track. This whole podcast has been off track.
Yeah.
And that's cool though.
That's what we do.
I got too many words in my brain.
I have all this stuff and it's like, hi. Hi, friend.
They can't come out at the same time.
Sure they can.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, I
was petting my dog. I forgot what I was about to talk about. Oh, shit. I don't remember.
Oh,
this is like old school. It's like we're drinking bourbon.
I know.
But I'm not.
It's like birthday bourbon without the bourbon.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the actual podcast where I would forget everything I was talking about because I was slightly drunk every time we did one.
Yeah. Those are fun days.
Those are fun. Some of them that were really long. We got really drunk at the end of them. You go back and listen to them. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I forgot who told me that. He was like, "Yeah, I got something in my cup too when I'm listening." And he's like, "You guys get litty," and I'm like, "Yeah,
yeah, it's fun, man.
It is really fun."
I like listening to podcasts where they sit around and drink and bullshit because it changes. Like the tone of the conversation changes from the beginning to the middle to the end. And it's fun. It's fun to listen to. And it's one of the best things I guess it's probably not the only, it might be the only good thing about drinking alcohol is like the conversations and the social aspect of it. Cause like if you're just drinking by yourself, it's really not all that cool.
Yeah. Especially definitely doesn't outweigh the next day feeling.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like, it's fun hearing that. And you know, just like a fly in a wall with interesting people that are getting kind of drunk and like usually making fun of each other.
Yes.
Especially
like, if they're bros.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, it's true. But it was weird. Like I was like, one day I did a bunch of yoga and then I meditated because my brain was freaking out. And not like really bad. I was just like down in the dumps. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I down in the dumps? Like there's nothing wrong. Like everything's fine. So I was doing it. And then I like this question, like I've heard other people talk about it and the way they word it is, this is talking about like the beginning of the universe. So I'm going a big leap from whatever Grinch ass we were just talking about. So, yeah, so I don't know why that made me think of it. Is like, so like in the way they word it or the way fancy people word it is the consciousness, like the fact that we have consciousness or whatever that word means. I can't remember. There's a scientific definition of consciousness. And I don't know exactly. I can't remember what it is.
We'll have to find that out.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to know.
Yeah. Well, I'll send you a podcast where this guy is a philosopher on consciousness.
That sounds good.
Yep. It's good. It's on Joe Rogan's.
Rogues.
Saint Rogie. So
that'd be a good shirt.
Yeah, Saint Rogie. It's some people. You either believe one of the two. I think you probably, or you haven't thought about it, but you kind of somewhere believe it. Like consciousness created stuff, like the universe, like all the things, or like consciousness created it. That's like when it comes to like the sacred geometry. It's like consciousness was first, and then it moved it around into space, and like that's how you get like I can't remember all the stars and seeds and whatever. The shapes.
Yeah.
But it always starts with consciousness. Like if you listen to anyone describe sacred geometry, it starts with consciousness.
Yeah.
And then consciousness, like it became conscious and then it explored a circle and then it did a thing and then you get sacred geometry, which is cool.
Yeah.
So it's either did consciousness exist and then create everything, or did stuff exist, like material, and then consciousness came out of the stuff. One's spiritual, one is like the spiritual side, which is like there is a spiritual something, and then the other one is it's all not random, but it's just stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're just like chemical reactions from stuff, and then our consciousness is only synaptic firing and chemicals. That does happen. Like no one,
like is like trying to be like that doesn't exist.
No, yeah,
This is a thing.
Yeah, but just saying there's something underlying the like what's going on in there, and that would be more like the spiritual side or the religious person. I like spiritual better.
Yeah,
I'm not a religionist. I don't want to follow fucked up people. There you go. Sit down. There you go. She's got it. Yeah. So it was weird. Point. Sorry, I'm rambling here. So I was thinking about that because I was like, man, I do. It's hard to say that they're like, because I'm not a philosopher on this topic or on any topic. But like, where did consciousness?
Not my job description.
Yeah. So I guess the question, you don't go past like, how did consciousness exist? Like, why is it there? Like, that's just not something I don't know if you could answer.
Yeah.
But it existed.
Are we supposed to know everything?
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, keep asking and keep moving and have some fun and be responsible. But
yeah,
you're probably not going to know.
Yeah. Like, cause it's weird. Like some days I'm like, it's definitely like when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, of course there's like this consciousness that created the stuff and the stuff, whatever. And then sometimes I'm like, how did that happen? It's just fucking stuff that smashed into each other and kept, it's 13 or 14 billion years of reactions. And here we are. Mm-hmm. But then the question is, where'd the stuff come from? Yeah. Like that's always the thing.
How was this stuff born?
Yeah. It's the same thing with consciousness. So where did it come from? But like, it's easier because that's already like out in the ether or vapors anywhere. You can't put your hands on consciousness, but like stuff you can. Yeah. Like atoms and whatever. Like how did stuff not exist and then stuff existed and then smashed into each other and created all the stuff? Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, I was thinking about that, which is a weird thing to think about, but I was thinking about that. Is it though? Is it? Yeah, I don't know. Or is it kind of fun? I don't know.
Is that kind of one of the thoughts we're supposed to think?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess you should work through it to figure out if we're, you would be like a hardcore atheist. Like we're all
you're like, there's nothing. Goodbye.
Yeah, yeah.
I live my day to day.
Yeah. If you're a hardcore atheist, you don't believe in like free will. Have I told you that?
I didn't know about the free will part.
Yeah, because if you're like most people are agnostic. Like if they say they're atheists, they're kind of agnostic, meaning I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, and they're like, I don't know shit. I'm not going to try to figure it out.
And I don't care. Yeah,
and I don't care.
Yeah. That's where most people live. But like the hardcore,
here to stir the pot.
Yeah, the atheist believes like it's like it's a dogma in not a religion, but I guess it is depending how whatever. That we're all just the result of physics and chemistry. So like you being here and sorry, Chloe, it's freaked her out. And Chloe being here, it's all just a chain reaction of chemicals that's happened over 14 billion years. And like you didn't choose to be here. It's just the chemical reactions in your brain were set forth like at the Big Bang, and it's just been like spreading out to here. It's the same thing for me. So everything we're doing is like.
That seems really far-fetched, though.
That does, doesn't it? But like that's what, if you're an atheist, that's what you believe. Mm-hmm. If you're agnostic, you go, I don't know about that, but like I don't know.
But I don't know any of it.
But like I don't know if there's but I don't know if there's a space daddy up there like making everything. You know what I mean? So like that's where
he definitely wasn't a daddy.
But you know what I'm saying? I was being a joking, like space daddy or like no, we're all just like a reaction, like 14 billion years of like chemical reactions. And then, I don't remember who was saying it, but like they were interviewing it. I was listening to it might have been Stephen Hawking. He's like a pretty well-known atheist. Yeah. It might have been, because I think he was talking about his book. He talks about this in his book, in a book I read. But then they were like, but then he made a joke, but he was like, because he's hardcore. Like, that's what we are. I think it was Stephen Hawking. It was this person. And he's like, but you know what? He's like, I still look both ways before I cross the street. Meaning there is free will. Like, you know, so I thought that was kind of funny. So
you're like, well, yeah. 1, 2. People don't like to give too much of their own thought patterns.
It's true. Oh, so I was thinking about that. And then I was thinking about that one question, consciousness, then stuff, or stuff, and then consciousness, right? Because I've heard that posed a lot of times by people who think about it. And I was like, man, I don't remember where I was that particular day. You got a limp one. You got to be careful when you stretch it out.
I know.
Yeah. And then I just opened up Spotify and I was like, let me see what new podcast is there. And then it was a consciousness philosopher on Joe Rogan that just came out. And I was like, whoa.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then I hit play and it was almost like the first 5 minutes they were talking about consciousness creating stuff. And I was like, hey, I was just thinking about that. Yeah. Yeah. And I thought that was super trippy. So that was a 20-minute ramble on what I was thinking about.
During yoga? During your meditation and yoga?
Yeah. Actually, I don't even know why I started talking about that. But yeah.
Because you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Free will and all.
Fuck it, man. That is kind of trippy though, if you think about it. Like, are we just like right now, these words and everything is just physics and chemistry that's 14 billion years of reactions, or is it something different? I got to think it's something different. Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't, there's a chemistry teacher who's just like super happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Be like, I picked the right thing to study.
You know what else is super weird? But kind of on the same topic. So materialists, which are people, physicists mainly, but materialists are people that believe that mathematics runs the world. Like, not believe, but like that's it. It's just basically physics and chemistry and biology into physics. Like that's the whole thing, right? So there are physics, that run stuff. It's kind of like the laws that govern our universe, right?
Yeah.
There are laws that govern it. But I don't remember who was talking, but they're like, yeah. So like materials just believe in physics, and that's it. They don't go deeper, like who placed it there, or what placed it there, or why is it there. They can't answer that because it's only math. Like only thing they could do is mathematical equations.
Like my calculator said that it is possible, so this is what it is.
Yeah. But then someone was talking, it was like, well, if we were in a simulation, so like simulation theory is like, we're not actually here.
Yeah.
Like we're so far advanced that we have like this weird AI, like matrix shit. We're in the matrix basically, and we don't like know meta. It. Yeah, exactly. But we don't know it. Right. And they were like, so he was talking to a physicist who was a materialist, meaning like there is no consciousness or spirit, or it's just laws that govern this earth and the universe. And that's it. And it's all mathematics because that's what they do. And they were like, well, if we were going to be in the matrix, wouldn't that be the code? Like the code to the matrix? Like if you're
is the math.
Yeah. And I was just like, what? Wow. We are in the matrix.
We are a matrix.
No, I don't believe in, I don't know. A lot of people really like me because you can't disprove it or prove it. So I hear a lot of people talk about the simulation theory, but it's a theory, which is cool, but like you can't prove it or disprove it no matter how much you argue it. Because how would you know if like we're put in fucking the matrix style simulation to not know that we're in it? How would you know?
How would you know?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a Matrix 4 coming out in like 2 weeks.
Yes.
And it looks fucking sick.
How does one watch that?
At the movie theater?
Oh.
Or on HBO Max.
You probably still have to pay for it.
No, not on HBO. All their movies just come out.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Do you still have HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch. I think, it comes out the day it comes out.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Me and Sam would enjoy that.
Yeah, it was good. And then, so like HBO Max, like how they do all the Warner Brothers movies is like they're usually out the day they come. The day they come out, and then they're on HBO for 30 days, and then they go away, and then they come back.
Yeah,
and
it's like you missed it. You'll catch us again on the next time.
Yeah, but it looks super cool. Like I don't know like one scene, it's like Neo and Trinity are like back in the Matrix, but they don't know they're Neo and Trinity. They're just, I forgot their real name. Whatever their real names are. And the Mr. Anderson, yeah, and then whatever her name is, I can't remember. But so they're meeting again. This is the trailer of the movie, so I haven't seen it. So they're meeting, but in the background, they're in a movie theater and it's playing the Matrix movie.
That's kind of what I was thinking for the Saint Joe Rogan that you just said. I was like, what if Joe Rogan wore that shirt and it was a picture of Joe Rogan wearing the shirt asking, but have you tried DMT?
Have you tried DMT?
And then on his shirt is a picture of Mike Tyson and a toad.
There you go.
Yeah.
I haven't heard him say, have you tried DMT? And it's been a while.
Yeah, well, it was a meme. It was said enough.
That's true. I guess maybe he saw the meme and he was like, all right, maybe I do ask people. I don't know.
Maybe I ask people a lot, but I'm just curious because I want to have the conversation.
Yeah.
It's a fun conversation to have with people.
It is a fun conversation to have with people.
Like, have you tried it? Yes. Well, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Okay. It was like a blurp and a bleep and a blurb, and then it was all of it.
It's like, was it fun? No. No.
Hey, fun's not the word.
It's not the word. It's not a party.
It's not a party.
It's not a party. You don't do it like, hey man, it's a party.
It's not.
It's like a self-reflective.
It's like, I'm going to church.
Yeah, it is like that.
I'm going to church.
It's like, let's just peel off all the barriers I have created.
You're like, I strip everything away. This is my organic soul.
Yeah. And then speak
so
to
organic.
It's so organic. And then speak to the universe and see what happens.
Yeah.
And apparently there's machine.
Or maybe just shush and listen.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I did. Actually, it wasn't even like talking. It was just more like thoughts.
Yeah.
Everything was different and weird. And it didn't exist. Yeah.
You're like, I'm gone.
So like, how do you talk when you don't have a mouth?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so like, it was just like.
With your brain.
Yeah, I know, right?
With your consciousness seed.
I guess so. But yeah. Yeah. Not all I remember. The main thing I remember was like a dome and this fractal. And then the one I was in, everything was like white and gray or clear. Like there was no bright colors. It was just like translucent, like clear fractal translucence. And it had little zips of color.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
like whenever you see a white light move fast, and you can see kind of all the colors in it.
Yeah. It was super weird. I kept telling them I want to close my eyes and go to sleep. And they said, not yet. No. They told me I had 2 things I have to do. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't want to do those.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay here.
Like, Too bad.
It's like, can I move in here, man? Like this place is cool.
Look, you got room. I'm already here.
Yeah. Now I don't get the machine elves thing.
Maybe some people got a different message.
No, it's true. I say I don't get it. Like, why is that a thing? I'm not saying it's real or not real. I'm just saying, why is it a thing? Like,
I think it's more of like
because didn't people like see it that didn't know each other and like didn't know it was a thing, and then people were like, oh yeah, it's all the same. So it wasn't like someone heard it and then, oh, I'm going to see elves, and then they kind of like projected.
Well, I think it's more of there's a message for you, a different type of message for you.
Yeah, but why is
like a messenger?
Yeah, maybe. I've always heard that it's called machine elves, right? Am I saying that right?
I think so. That's what they look like.
Yeah, right. As they're kind of like jesters. I've been told that. Like they're like fucking with you.
Well, it'd be like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't understand. Like that's super fucking weird. That's a thing that's experienced by humanity. If you do this particular substance, and then no one talks about it. Like there's like this group acknowledgement that there are like weird mechanical elves living in a fractal.
Just on the other side of a veil, there are these things, and it's there. Hi, I like your little sound.
Was that a jump squeak or a jump fart?
Yeah, I think it was a jump squeak. I think it came from her face, not her butt.
Yeah, she wants to go on a walk.
Oh, she's like, walk me.
That's her cue. But yeah, isn't that weird that like that's a known thing that happens? And she can't handle the couch, man. And then like no one like talks about it or like explores it like rationally. It's just like put off as like, don't worry about that.
Well, maybe if our world gets real cool about a whole bunch of stuff really quickly.
Well, that's probably not going to happen. That was a big ask right there.
I don't know.
It gets real cool. A bunch of stuff real fast.
I'm just saying in the next 40 years, we're going to have a varied group of different people.
It's true.
And then in 80 years, can you imagine these folks?
I don't know, man.
These very interesting, I don't even like to call them Gen Zers, but I mean, if you're going to blockade like a...
every time I look at that, like these blocks, like the dates are always different.
Yeah, they are. But, people, I guess, who are in their 20s now. They interesting individuals.
That's true. Is that Gen Z?
I think so.
Okay. I didn't know.
They're just interesting. I mean, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I do think it's weird because they're like our age gaps of how we grow up is very pushed forward. Like kids at 5 are learning things I learned at 10.
Yeah.
And like their brains are just different. And it's like not necessarily a bad thing, but there is this weird layer of like where this mesh of like the brain's not ready for the information, but they got it anyways. And it's like we're adaptive people.
I wonder if that's from
it's whatever, fuck it. Like they'll figure it out.
Yeah. I wonder if that's from the internet, like just having like massive
just more information,
stimulation constantly,
and just like so young and learning how to do things. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. It's a weird thing. And it has definitely shown some like negative, but I mean, what doesn't have pros and cons?
It's true. Like I didn't have to learn to fuck with the internet till I was like a teenager.
I'm barely learning how to do it with it.
It's true. But like, it wasn't
I just started listening to YouTube.
Which is wild.
Like I'm figuring it out. But even with that, just like the expand of like how well my memory has been working and still like what it's showing me and I'm not very good at. Just like tapping yourself into what is there and fine tuning it for what you want to have your brain exposed to. It's interesting.
Or like what do the big tech companies want your brain exposed to?
Yeah.
Because now they fucking, with the algorithms and stuff, like it all gets like pushed towards you.
Yeah.
And
which I mean, sometimes it's really cool. It's like, yes, I do want this stuff being pushed in my face because it's so much easier to find it.
Yeah. Like YouTube. I love my YouTube algorithm. Well, I love YouTube's algorithm because it just feeds me things.
The stuff that you already want to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get it. And I go to other places to find like, to get out of the echo chamber. Like I go to other things to listen to like things that aren't agreeing with what I'm not like. I actively search to not get confirmation bias, like to listen to shit that irritates me. I'm like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
But it's made me a better person and really, has it flipped me on like, maybe it has, I don't know, like on some of the big topics that people get freaked out about, but it made me not radical like to get super left progressive and maybe not get like super over that way.
Yeah.
And I don't think
kind of kept you
in the middle-ish. Yeah. Where I think most people actually live. But like, you know, if you just hear like your crazy side, whether it's like Democrat or Republican, like if those motherfuckers are both insane.
Yeah.
Like I think people are insane, but like on the extremes of that shit is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
I always just tell people like when you push them out in the extremes, they just circle around and touch, and it's basically the same person. They just say different words.
Oh, weird. The same again.
Yeah, and they always like freak out over shit. Like you don't know shit about global warming.
No.
Neither do I. I mean, I read shit on it like science, but I'm like, I don't really know shit. You know
Yeah, I have like a scratch of imagine this, all of the information's on just like a big thing you can scratch off with a penny.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got that. And it's like, oh, I know that piece kind of because
like,
I've read it 4 times.
Yeah. And like some people will just like die on the cross over that shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I mean, like, what do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like, how much do you know? I don't know.
It's like, we know everything and nothing.
I don't know. But then they get super weird. Like, I don't know what it's doing to the temperature over time of the earth or if it's cyclical, the earth always does. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to like fucking freak out.
Yeah.
But they also like the people are like, oh, like if you're like global warming's fake, maybe not. But then those people also tend to deny pollution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can be like, hey, we probably shouldn't like have our air quality is disgusting and we're polluting or we're killing our home. Like the thing that we live in is now causing us disease because we fucked it up.
Yeah.
That is concrete. Like that you can see. Like right now, you don't need like a science and extrapolate it 100 billion
No, you
years.
literally just have to go outside.
Yeah. Or just go on YouTube. You can see big tubes into the ocean with shit going out into the ocean. Like especially, I think it's at Jacksonville off the coast of Florida. It's fucking nasty over there. It might not be Jacksonville. There's a place where there's a big tube you can see on YouTube. It's nasty. But I always find that super weird that like people just like bear down on their team's agenda and just,
Yeah.
It's like, dude, when's the last time you read some shit on the environment?
Or talk to people who have stuff in it. Like when's the last time you listened to educational pieces, or I don't even know what educational people call their stuff that they publish. Or
Content,
get their content. But yeah, okay. But going off of like folks who give content, these people are going to run our country.
It's true.
Before we're dead, probably.
They're going to be like, it's going to be like an influencer president.
I mean, there's a lot of, again, there's pros and cons. Like there's a lot of dedication that comes into stuff like that, like producing content.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of like knowledge you have and like quickness on knowledge. You're like, yes, I know how to do that. Hold on, let me figure out how to do that. Okay, yeah, I know how to do that now.
I wonder why a president hasn't really like dug in on YouTube and just put out stuff constantly like an influencer does, like 1 to 2 videos a day. Why don't they about their policies and agendas?
Yeah, or like what they're doing and cluing us in, or
like president IRL, like in real life, like, you know what I mean? Like, so we get to know the person, and then they also have content, like long form content, so you can actually know what the fuck they maybe, you know, they probably don't want to do that because they'll probably say something stupid.
Yeah.
Or perceived as stupid. Like,
or just we make rash decisions. I mean, I know I do this all the time. You get new information and you completely like change your thing. So like to constantly get this new information and you just like going off hard beliefs.
So yeah, most people don't do that. Most people just lean harder into their hard beliefs. Like when they hear contrarian information, they're like, that's not, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not going to change my opinion. It's like a really like sign of intelligence when you can get new information, process it, and change your opinion. Like as the known information changes. Like a lot of people can't do that shit, man.
Yeah.
They just like fucking dig their heels in. They don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Or what information, not even like a person, like not like a debate style, but just like they don't give a fuck about what information is saying. And like, and it's okay. Like I thought this at one time because that's where I was in the season of my life and the information I had. And then now I'm in a different season. I'm a little bit different person and I learned some new shit. So now I think this.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people think, hey, that was my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of people won't like. They'll say it's flip flopping. Like, or you changed your opinion. I'm like, yeah, I'm not the same person.
New information.
Yeah, I'm not the same person when I was 19. I don't think the same shit. So of course I've flip flopped since then because I was a dumbass. When you know what I mean? I'm an idiot. So I try to be less and less. I try to be less and less of an idiot every year.
Yeah,
I'm almost there. Level 4.
Level 4.
Still got a lot of dumb shit.
Got an extra heart and a new satchel bag, so you can add more things to it.
It's true. I did just recently beat.
That was a video game reference.
It was.
In case anyone he didn't actually get. He's not a.
I want to.
Oh man, what are
satchel.
Doctor Who's with the? What are they? They have like a.
I don't know what they have.
How they have the two hearts?
Yeah, I don't know.
They have a thing. I forgot.
There's a thing. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'd highly underestimated the temperature today.
All right. I'm sorry, what?
I said I underestimated the temperature today.
Yeah, you're coming out here half naked.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, crop top.
Crop top and a witch hat, yo. Yeah, I don't know. What time you got to go?
I mean, 20 minutes.
Nice.
But someone looks like they want a walk.
So it does look like a walk. Is that the international sign the podcast is over when Chloe needs a walk?
I mean, you invited her into her home. She has.
Oh, she's excited. She heard the word. That's her freaking out. We'll go on in a second.
Yeah.
So check us out on the internet, never99.com.
Keep learning stuff. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah. Sorry, I was kind of all over the place. I have a lot of different conversations. I just kind of went into like little pieces of all of them and didn't complete any of them.
Yeah.
Food
for thought.
Yeah,
for your own questions.
There you go. So it's basically like a regular podcast.
Yeah.
Every time.
Everything we do.
Yeah. So we'll check you out soon. New name of the podcast. I forgot about that. We got to do that.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to do that. That's Chloe freaking out because she wants to go outside.
Yes.
All right. Peace out, guys.
Bye.